I have tried to make this video twice, and it's too long and rambly, and then dramas happen and I have to get up and deal with it. So hopefully this will be the one. And Noah is begging me to go to the park even though I want to stay in bed. So I'll just summarize as quickly as I can. Since I made my first I'm starting Mounjaro video, I was going to vlog it all. I recorded everything. However, it has been a massive struggle since then, so that's why I haven't uploaded any videos about it. And I just wanted to summarize what's happened so that I can get back on track and make videos about it. So what happened is I was on the 2.5 milligrams for the first month, and that helped me lose, I think, 4 kilograms, so like a kilo a week, good. So I thought I'm going to try just one more month of the 2.5 rather than doing the recommended jumping straight up to 5, because it was working. And I lost, I think, another 2 kilos or something, but it wasn't really as effective as the first month. So then I decided, third month I'll go up to 5 milligrams. However, that's when all the drama started. So we started Noah in daycare, and I knew that we would get sick more often, just like you know that when you go to playgroup or shopping centers or wherever, you're going to get sick sometimes, but this has been continuous. So I have had 6 viruses in under 2 months. It's been, I've never experienced anything like this in my life. That place was a germ factory. I've removed him from daycare because A, all of the sicknesses, and B, he started off liking it and it went really downhill, and he was acting traumatized by it in the end, having nightmares about it, having behavioral problems at home that he never had, and just not adjusting, not liking it. So I've decided we'll just wait till the start of next year. It'll be summer and he will start kindergarten, and hopefully it won't be as miserable as this has been. And daycare is super expensive. It has turned out to be super expensive due to a number of complications, and them enrolling me in 3 days a week, which I was not aware of for a solid month, and only bringing him in on Thursdays because I thought I was only enrolled on Thursdays. And then all this drama with I might have to pay back the Centrelink government subsidy that was. It's just been a whole mess, and it didn't provide anything positive to our lives. Only illness and Noah being miserable and us being miserable and drop-offs and pickups being awful. It just wasn't working. There were no benefits, so he's not doing daycare anymore. But yeah, from that, first we had COVID. I did a rat test. I had a faint line, but it was there. Then we had viral gastroenteritis, so like projectile vomiting and the rest. That was, the center was aware that they had a gastro outbreak. Then we had influenza A, and I got super sick and ended up in hospital because I had the gastroenteritis and the influenza A at the same time. So I've got like massive fever from the flu and massive headache and coughing and struggling to breathe from the flu at that point. And then I've got gastro, so I'm like vomiting and the D word non-stop. So I was violently ill, and I was struggling to breathe in the night, and my fever was still 40 degrees. It had been for 2 days. I had lost memory of the days prior, and I woke up thinking like, where the hell am I? What year is it? Like, it was really messed up. So I called an ambulance because I was like, this is not right. And the ambulance was like, yeah, you've got a 40-something degree fever. And they were talking amongst themselves, and I could hear they were saying that it could be sepsis. This is but I don't think they realized I had 2 viruses at that point. So it was like had a sepsis presentation because of how bad my fever was and everything else. But I don't think it was that. I don't know. And I remember them saying I couldn't feel pain. I don't know what that means. Were they hurting me? I wasn't sort of like fully conscious. It was so messed up. And then got out of hospital, slow recovery from the influenza for my whole family. Like we were just coughing and still snotty and stuff for like weeks after the flu, because the flu is a serious illness. But I'm the one that got super sick and was in hospital because I had the gastro and the flu at the same time, whereas Noah and Dan had them separately. Like it feels like razor blades, and my sinuses and head are, well, the headache was way worse yesterday, but I've still got a lot of sinus pain and headache, and my ear really hurts, everything's all itchy, the roof of my mouth, you know, the typical respiratory illness presentation. Dan's starting to get it. He's like, my throat's sore. So yeah, that's wonderful. Sorry to be negative, but this is just the reality of how it's been. And so as a result of all of this, being in hospital, vomiting and all of that stuff, I couldn't use the Mounjaro. So I was on Mounjaro, then I was off Mounjaro, then I tried to get back on it, and then I got sick again, so then I was off it. So it's just been a huge waste of money at this point. But yeah, I got down to 105 kilos on Mounjaro at one point, but some of that was because I had got sick. And then I suddenly gained a whole heap because I couldn't taste food for like 3 weeks. And then when I could taste food, I'm run down, I'm miserable. I started binge eating. The Mounjaro wasn't working properly because Mounjaro doesn't just work for that week that you inject it and then completely wear off. It's still got that half-life of like 10, even more days. And then you still got remnants of it way after that. So the longer you take it, the more effective it becomes, up until your body gets completely used to that dosage. Then you may have to go up. But so I wasn't getting that cumulative effect of the medication, and it's so freaking expensive. It's been so frustrating. But anyway, I injected it 3 days ago, thinking, okay, all the illnesses seem to be over with now. Bam, sick. We were around a very sick child at playgroup, so I think that's where we got it from. That sick child goes to Noah's daycare that I got him out of. So anyway, I've got to work on my immune system, obviously. But yeah, back on Mounjaro, I'm just going to keep, unless I get the gastro again and I can't stop vomiting, I'm just going to keep taking the Mounjaro. And yeah, I've got 1 more week of doing 2.5, which I feel like it's just not really working now at this point. And then I'm going to go up to the 5. And I'm not looking forward to that because it is definitely going to make me very motion sick at times. And I really don't want to deal with any more bodily discomfort. The other major thing is that, and this is throughout my whole life, you know, I've got autism and I've had very severe OCD for most of my life. And what's precipitated all of my massive OCD flare-ups is getting very sick with a virus, especially gastrointestinal ones. Obviously affects your gut health a lot, and the flu. And I've had all of those again. And guess what? The OCD is like, oh, hi, remember me? So, yeah, I've been experiencing a massive increase of anxiety, of like existential OCD. So my mum has a terminal illness, so it's natural. She's got MND, so it's natural that DEATH would be more on my mind. But I just felt like my medication, like the Zoloft, wasn't working because, you know, I'd had so much vomiting and all this kind of stuff. My serum levels would have been not the same. And to be honest, Zoloft helps me be more numb, which I need as a human being. So, yeah, and the you know, inflammation and the brain changes that happened from me having that 40-degree fever for days, and it went a bit over 40. I lost my memory and I never got it back, of like 3 days or something. I've never experienced that, I don't think. But yeah, it's like it fried my brain and my circuits are all messed up. And so I got a very severe presentation of OCD again, all to do with DEATH and the meaning of life and what's the point of anything, can't see the point of anything, nothing's real. A lot of derealization, dissociation, confusion, anxiety, panic, depression, sleep problems, all that kind of stuff. So that has been really, really fun. Sorry, this is very negative, but I just want to share how it really is, because I know a lot of people struggle with these things. I mean, this is life. Life can be very hard. We get physical illnesses, we get terminal illnesses, we get depression, OCD, grief, all of those disgusting, horrible things. So yeah, there's a lot of people out there that feel like when you start going through something really scary within yourself, mental health wise, you feel like you're the only person going through it while the rest of the world is still moving along. And I do not like dissociation, depersonalization, and derealization. I don't like them. I don't like nihilistic delusions or obsessions. I don't like it. So yeah, I've been having to deal with that on top of just being physically wrecked. So it's been kind of a disastrous time. We've lost so much money from work, from having to be sick and not go to work and take sick leave. I don't get sick leave, but Dan gets sick leave, but we live off his penalty rates, and you don't get penalty rates for sick leave. So it's just really, really, really sucked. We couldn't go and see Dan's family when we planned to. We haven't seen them since Christmas. We couldn't see them because we were just sick, and after sickness, and they don't want to get sick. I didn't see my mum for 5 weeks. I wasn't able to help her because I don't want her having MND with decreased lung function and getting the flu or gastro or any of it. And then I've just seen my mum 2 days ago, and yeah, my throat felt a bit, I didn't feel right, but I thought, oh, it's like allergies or I'm just still recovering. But now feeling how sore my throat is, and now Dan's starting, I'm like, please don't let me make my mum sick, please. So yeah, it's been a disaster. It has. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I'm back on the Mounjaro. I'm sure there's a lot of people on Mounjaro and weight loss injections that, for different reasons, could not consistently continue with them and had breaks and pauses, and the effect that has on you. Like, my weight has yo-yoed to the point where I got stretch marks here on my hips, way more on my stomach, because I lost heaps and then I gained some back. I'm still, I think last time I weighed myself I was 108 kilos, so I've still lost 5 kilos, but in like 3 months. It's probably not worth $350 a month, but anyway, I've never ever taken the actual therapeutic dose, which is 5 milligrams or above. 2.5 is just considered a transitional dose, so I'm looking forward to, well, I'm not, because it's going to make me nauseous, but I'm looking forward to see what results I have from that. So yeah, sorry it's a negative one, guys. I hope you're all doing well, everyone on there. health journeys and trying to better yourself and take care of your life and your family and yourself. I hope you're all being kind to yourself. Bye. Thanks for watching.